Let's get ready for my first virtual panel discussion of the year. It's literally in an hour. I just got back from the airport an hour ago, had to catch up on some work. So now I'm about to tame this hair. I actually need to redo it. So let me curl my hair quickly, do a quick beat, and then show you guys my setup downstairs. So I just got this gummy wax from Amazon and it is slicking. It's working. 10 over 10, highly recommend. So yeah, my half up, half down is looking somewhat normal. Cause I just decided to wash my hair last night because it was really, really greasy. But I really need to redo the back of my head, but I just have not had the time, y'all. I have not, but we are gonna kill this presentation. I'm really excited because today's presentation is about social media, of course. Me and my fellow panelist, Nikki, will be touching on personal branding tips, content creation tips, and just answering any Q&A that people might have. So I think it's gonna be good. All right, let me finish this hair, touch up the curls, and then all I'm gonna do is just fill in my brows a little bit and just a little concealer because I don't have time for a full beat. I wanna be on time. I wanna set up everything, but I'm really excited because this was on my vision board to be on a panel, whether it's virtual or in person. I'm grateful to get my public speaking skills going. This is how a light beat turned into a full beat. I can't help it. All right, the panel is about to begin. I can hear you.
Sure.
I can hear you.
Oh, put this in here, do the intros, and then it'll kind of go back to this screen. And
once I'm done with this slide, when you click on the next slide,
it'll have to be in the background.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
All right. We can make it an hour. I like to talk, but I can also condense it.
Okay.
All right, that was the test run. Thanks, Nikki. Those were great tips. So I want to touch on consistency. Regardless of whether you're rebranding, you're starting from day one, you've been in the game for a few years. A trend that I've noticed among successful content creators or designers with a successful social media presence is just to be consistent. So a way I found in my journey to help me kind of simplify things, whether you're gonna handle your content or you're gonna hire someone, is to decide on 3 to 4 content pillars. So for example, let's say you run a jewelry business, you love flowers, you wanna give some educational content sharing your journey, and then you also wanna share some promotions. So when you have your content pillars, that just helps you stay focused on the type of content. And then if you ever run out of ideas, you can use, you can find inspiration on social media, use AI to just help you generate some ideas. So definitely creating content pillars within your brand helps you stay consistent, helps you brainstorm, and helps you just build that brand for your jewelry business. And then also batch create content. We're all busy. Some of us are busier than other professionals. You might have family, pets, other responsibilities. And one way I've found to help stay consistent is to batch create. So whether it's the weekend or a certain day during the week, if you're gonna be in the studio, if you're gonna be in an area that you like to shoot content, take your content pillars, brainstorm those ideas, and then that's your filming day. And then just give yourself the opportunity to film planned and unplanned, because I find that once you get all your content and you start to cut it up, you can edit a 30-second video, you can just do a 1-second video, you can repurpose and reuse your content in many ways. And when you get into a flow and a schedule of batch creating content, you won't ever run out because you can always reuse things, pull things from the past, do a summary of all the content you created like for the past 3 months. So definitely batch creating content and then storing it on like Google Drive or Dropbox, so that whether you want someone to help you, if you're gonna outsource it, or you wanna just free up space on your phone, but also organize and date. So if you shot content in your studio content day, April 2024. So for me as a content creator, that's how I stay sane and organized when I'm creating content. After filming, editing, I label it, date it, location, so that you can easily go back to it. You can easily edit it, and then also you're freeing up space on your phone to create more content. And then another piece of advice is, with repetition comes improvement. So naturally, I think it's a book, or they say like 10,000 hours of doing something to like really get good at it. You have to go through that cringy moment where like you feel like you look silly or stupid, but please don't, because you even making the effort to create content is doing a step that most people aren't even willing to do. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna find your flow, the more you're gonna find what doesn't work and does work. And then based on your content pillars, you kind of get a flow of, okay, what kind of content is easier for me to create? What type of content does my audience comment on or engage with? And that's how you just slowly, one, become consistent, two, get comfortable, and just eventually have so much content that you don't even know what to do with. So at the end of the day, consistency is key. And those are 3 ways that I would recommend help you or your team stay consistent when it comes to social media. I mentioned this prior, but repurposing your content. So for me, as a jewelry designer and content creator, when I shoot content, whether I'm shooting it myself with a tripod or investing in professional photography, I always see it as an investment. So the reason why I say repurpose is because, let's say it's content creation batch day, you're in the studio, you have some new pieces that you want to showcase, you've bookmarked some trends on TikTok that you want to use, and then you're just also going to freestyle some content. So now with the content that you've created, let's say you've created like 5 different pieces of content, you're gonna post that content on Instagram Reels, right? So we're talking about vertical content now, but even for horizontal YouTube. But for this talk, I'm specifically talking about vertical content. So you have 5 pieces of content. You schedule it. One piece of content is gonna go out one piece of content a week for the month of July, right? So you're consistent in the sense that you're posting quality content, one reel a week, right, on your feed. Now, the reason why I like to edit outside of apps like TikTok or Reels is because of repurposing. So once I edit it once, I know I'm not gonna have to worry about a watermark or anything. So when I download that piece of content, post it on Instagram Reels, schedule my content for the month of July. Take those same photos, I'm gonna go on Pinterest. My jewelry board, I recommend everyone get on Pinterest. Have a board that's the name of your brand. So anything related, whether it's a selfie on your phone that you take or a friend, anything related to your pieces of jewelry or your product will be pinned in that Pinterest board. And then you can have, you can look for inspiration. If anyone has any questions about Pinterest after this, I will gladly give it to you. But you have your Pinterest boards with different titles. You're gonna take those pins and schedule them also to be pinned on Pinterest. And we're not done. You're gonna take that same 5 piece of content, you're gonna start a YouTube channel, even if you're not ready to create YouTube content, but they have YouTube Shorts. You're gonna post on YouTube Shorts because that's also vertical content. And then you're also gonna post on TikTok. So that's already 4 or 5 different social media channels. So that's why I say, like, when you're creating content, it's an investment. And you are going to, and I recommend that you post on every platform, even though you have your more concentrated, focused one. But I believe there's no such thing as wasted content. And then even if you have a blog, do a little blog post. You can embed those videos and then pin those videos on Pinterest. Doing that, you leverage the different content life cycles. So what might go viral on Instagram today, a week from now, you might realize that, oh my gosh, people are engaging with me on Pinterest and clicking my links. And the beautiful thing about Pinterest now is that you can include links. So all the content with your jewelry and the different colorways and the different pieces, you can actually put the link to your store. So if miraculously, unplanned, a month or 2 months from now, content on Pinterest now goes viral because, because of the algorithm, that's great. And then who knows, 2-3 months from now, a post you did on TikTok might go viral and people are sharing it. So posting your content on all those platforms just help you leverage the algorithms and how they're working and calculating based on what's trending on each platform. And then also posting and repurposing your content helps you maximize your content and engagement reach, because you never really know where your true audience is, especially if you're starting out or if you're just starting to get, you know, your brand and your feet wet in social media. So it's best to just know that you have all your bases covered regardless of where your next purchase might come from. And then also posting on all those platforms, also if you have a blog, helps you boost SEO and your online presence. And again, you just never know where your next customer is going to be. So whether you're investing in photography, you're hiring your photographer, or you're shooting it yourself, I believe it's an investment that should be repurposed and posted on all platforms. And if you feel like it's a little overwhelming, you can go on Fiverr, Upwork, have all of the content, like I said, in a Google Drive or Dropbox, and someone can help you do it. You give them all your hashtags and all the captions, or they can generate it for you and approve it. But there's no reason why, if you're even creating one piece of content, you're not repurposing it on other social media outlets to maximize your brand's awareness.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So heading into some social media trends. So one of the biggest social media trends this year is AI is like taking over, right?
All right, thanks. So now a major trend, which I'm sure everyone is aware of, especially with the popularity of TikTok, is long and short form video. So a few examples would be like Get Ready With Me, A Day in the Life, voiceover / educational, or like any trending sounds. And I feel like with your jewelry brand, that's something that's easier to do than like, you know, getting ready and dolled up for a photo shoot, or just trying to find the right location if you don't feel like you're comfortable, or if you don't have an actual studio yet. Definitely recommend getting more practice in shooting your own long and short form video. And nowadays, I'm sure you guys have seen many videos of TikTok, Instagram, from Amazon, iPod, a light, and even if you don't have that, at least a tripod. And even if you don't have that, just your phone and the flash on your phone just for better lighting. When you do batch shoot content, as you start to edit, or even if you don't edit and you just, you know, want to take a 10-second clip or a 5-second clip, think of how you can relate it to your jewelry brand. Is there like a trendy sound for entrepreneurs that you can relate it to being a jewelry designer? You know, are you attending a trade show? I attended the JCK trade show in New York, and last minute I was like, you know what, let me just do like a little recap voiceover. So, you know, I just captured footage throughout the venue, and it's really cool. I'm gonna show you guys an example.
Come with me to JA New York, one of the largest jewelry trade shows in the tri-state area. It's currently at Jacob Javits Center. I've checked in, I have my badge, my gift bag, and we are headed to the floor grounds. You'll see a display board that'll provide all the information you need to help you navigate the floor grounds. And at this trade show, you'll find vendors from all over the world that provide everything from loose gemstones to diamonds to jewelry findings to beads to crystals and wholesale fine jewelry as well. What makes JA New York special is that not only are there vendors for you to meet, but there's also educational aspects of the trade show that I truly enjoy and love learning from every time I attend. I just love the chance to meet new vendors, learn about new brands, get inspired by the jewelry designs, and bump into old friends. JA New York is literally one of my favorite trade shows to attend, and I always leave inspired. See you guys next time.
Or a day in the life, maybe talking, you know, your organizer of gemstones, or you're going to Joann Fabric to pick up some tools, or you're going to New York, or you're traveling, and everywhere you travel, you pick up beads that inspire a new collection. So pretty much just like kind of storytelling. And those are, I feel like, unique ways that you can connect with your audience. You can show your different perspective and just kind of differentiate yourself from other brands that already exist out there. The first one was during New York Fashion Week. It was a Get Ready With Me, and I incorporated my jewelry brand. So this is pretty much an example of how you can incorporate your jewelry and showcasing your lifestyle, how you can styling it in ways that people wouldn't consider. And this was for my jewelry brand. with this, I had a tripod, I had lights that I bought from Amazon, and I just shot different POVs. I recommend is when you're shooting content like this, just, you know, go up close, come back, do a 360, hold up your accessories, and then it's when you edit it, you can kind of get a feel of, you know, how you want the final product to be and things of that nature. And then of course, tagging my brand, you can collaborate with your brand. But that's an example of a get ready with me that you could easily film in your day-to-day travels. The next video I want to show you guys is a studio tour where I sketch my designs for YINKA ORISAN but make products for AKEYNO. Just set up my tripod, or I was okay. I used my hand at first to just get like a rotating view of my organization, set up my tripod, showcase me making it. And so when I say having a content day, just, you know, film yourself, you know, moving things around, organizing, get different shots, set up your tripod, choose the angle that you're comfortable if you're not comfortable with your face. I think that day I just wasn't feeling it. So I was like, okay, I can do a side profile, but I have to shoot content today. So there's no excuse, even if you just want to show your hands, but shoot the content. Zoom in, zoom out, play with different angles, and just as you practice, you'll get comfortable. You'll save examples of your faves that you see that you're inspired by and just kind of create your own version. And this last example, lifestyle adjacent.
Step into my world where creativity and passion collide. As a content creator, jewelry designer, and supply chain management professional, my days are a whirlwind of inspiration and creativity. But in the midst of it all, there's one thing I can always count on for support and comfort: Playtex tampons. No more discomfort and fuss with uncomfortable applicators. Inserting a tampon with Playtex is hassle-free, and it's made with a cotton core and string, ensuring comfort and ease all day long. I always keep them handy in my bag, in my car, and on the go, so I'm always prepared. They're my secret, helping me stay comfortable and helping me focus on what I love. Join me on this journey where creativity knows no bounds, and Playtex is my partner on every adventure.
So in this example, lifestyle adjacent, I had a partnership with Playtex. And when I get brand deals, I always try to remember why I started blogging, which was from my jewelry line. So I'm gonna say that I'm a jewelry designer, you know, as I'm going through my journey. But this is an example of all the content I created up to that year. You know, they reached out to me, hey, can you show how this product incorporates in your lifestyle? I'm like, boom, I know I want to promote my jewelry brand, so I'm going to say that, mention my corporate job in supply chain management, and then I'm a content creator with all that intersects. But then I go through my folders. All right, I have, when I went to this conference, I have this jewelry, and I just chop up everything. So this is an example that when you start to build your folders and files of content, whether it's for promoting your jewelry brand or you get a brand deal that you can involve your jewelry brand, you don't have to worry now about having a photo shoot or going anywhere. I was like, okay, let me dig through my archives and start editing and chopping things up. The only thing I had to do in real time was go to a CVS and set up my tripod and grab the box of tampons. But other than that, all the footage that I had from like years before that I really liked and wanted to share. So that's pretty much an example of short form. Well, long form is more YouTube, which is a whole nother ball game. But at the end of the day, we just want to encourage you guys to get into content creation, especially with video. That is the lowest barrier to entry. You don't have to worry about hiring a photographer. You control your hair, your makeup, if you want to look in the camera, if you don't. And then as you're creating content, just try your best to organize, save, and date so that you can always go back to the archives, whether you're going to be editing or you're going to be hiring someone to edit content for you.
We did it! Boom! Ignore the tape, y'all. I'm painting my steps. But y'all, I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. You know, that's why I truly believe stepping out your comfort zone is so important. This panel just reminded me so much about how much I love talking about social media and sharing knowledge and things I've learned and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, because that's where it's about to end. I'm about to eat dinner. I'm gonna have some brown stew chicken and cabbage, and I need to finish unpacking because I just got back from Dallas. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.